What's up, guys? It's your boy Basil Breeze, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to recap the Baddies Midwest episode 4 that aired last night on the Zeus Network. And today we're coming at it a little bit differently. I am a little bit under the weather today, so I don't really feel like being in front of a camera right now. But baby, we still got content to push out, so this might be a little speedy review, but we still gonna try to cover all the topics that are needed to be covered. And yeah, it's mostly gonna be about the new girls all thirsting for camera time, because that's pretty much what the majority of the episode was. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me a lot. And turn on your post notifications so that you can know when I upload another video. And without any further ado, let's hop right into the video.
What's the word? What we doing? Yeah. Look at the way that I'm moving. Okay. Off the Don, Reposado. Feeling like I hit the lotto. I'ma get money cause that is the motto. Anyone hating can catch all these hollows. You a baddie? Come and follow. All of my bitches get so on my.
Alright, so we pick back up where we left off on the last episode with Summer and Jazmin's fight. And this fight was really much of nothing. They both really didn't do nothing to each other. It's whatever. Right after that, we get Yoshi and Summer. And Yoshi, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Summer, but she gave you what you was looking for. And granted, most of those punches definitely missed, but yeah, you really didn't do nothing. After that, the OGs arrive, and the way Natalie explains this is actually really funny. She's like, the new girls, they got wigs off, we got our wigs on, they look messed up, and we look good. That was funny, I'm not gonna lie. But they get there, and Natalie is trying to figure out what is going on, because it's day, number 2, and they all already rumbling. So everybody starts going back and forth, and Ivori, as soon as Jayla gets off the bus, Ivori tells Jayla, yeah, and I want you too. So Jayla, with no hesitation, is like, oh, okay, and then asks somebody to hold her bag and hold her chain. But before we go to that, we get Ivori and Big Lex round 2. And baby, once again, they was thumping. Now, this round, I'm gonna give a tie again. Both of them pretty much got the same amount of hits in. None of them really did too much damage to the other. And at the end, Ivori did toss Big Lex. But at the end of the day, it's still a tie. They are really an even match for each other, if you ask me. And now we finally get the ever hyped up Ivori versus Jela. And when I tell you, so far, this is the most disappointing fight of the whole season. Because what are they doing? It's like they both look like they were scared to hit each other. But I don't know. Like, nothing really happened. Like, they both got, if anything, the same amount of licks on each other. But they didn't do nothing. Like, and then they just made up right after, which I'm cool with, because at the end of the day, Jayla didn't have no real problem with Ivori. Ivori called her out, and she stood on it. And, yeah, they dapped each other up and made up. But this fight, for it to be hyped up the way it was, it's like, it was really nothing. And after they fight, Bad Dolly decides to press Anna again. And everybody is confused, because it's like, y'all already had your conversation last night at the meetup, and y'all both agreed to squash whatever the issue was. So why are you bringing it back up? At the end of the day, you made it onto the show, regardless if she gave you her ticket or not. So you trying to repress this issue after y'all already agreed y'all didn't have no smoke with each other is given that you see everybody's fighting, and you just wanted some type of camera time. And I'm glad Anna did not give it to you. Now, Anna still stood on her shit. She said, bro, we already talked about this yesterday, so why is this even still a conversation now? I don't have no smoke with you. We don't have no issue, and I'm not fighting you because there's no real issue. And once again, Donna's like, all right, there's no smoke. Cool. But you knew that yesterday when y'all had y'all link up and y'all met up. So it really doesn't make sense. It's given camera time. And that's a word that you're going to hear me say throughout this whole review. Camera time, camera time, camera time. After that, Jazmin and Summer start going back and forth again. And Jazmin says, why didn't she pop it the way she was popping it with Jayla and Biggie on the bus to them in their face right now? And so Anna, Tinka, I believe DTB, but I could be mistaken. They're all like, wait, what? And once again, Anna's on the type of timeout of, oh, why are you talking about my friend? And Biggie It's not on that type of timing. And Jayla and Akbar are sitting here talking to her saying, like, Biggie, like, you gotta go stand up for yourself. And this keeps having to be a conversation every season with Biggie, with her having to stand up for herself. But Biggie feels like it's something that she needs to address. We'll get into the whole Biggie thing later, so I'm gonna save my thoughts for that. Lex then says she needs her fade with Pretty P, quote unquote Pretty P. And yeah, Lex gave her exactly what she was looking for, and that's exactly what she get for trying to sneak her on the bus. You wanted your camera time, and now she gave it to you. Bye, Grandma P. I say bye, but then she sits here and wants to call out DTB, saying that DTB had looked at her funny yesterday. What? When I say the camera is not that good of a drug for you to be sitting here making a fool of yourself, it's not that deep. And DTB was like, you said I was looking at you crazy? She like, yeah. DTB said, well, because you look stupid. And Diamond, you ate with that. You ate with that. But Tinka decides that she's going to hop in the fade for DTB because, you know, they are close now this season. And Tink basically says that Diamond, and she had me cracking up when she said this. She said, y'all know Diamond cock-eyed, her eyes be wandering. She probably wasn't even looking at you. She was looking at something else and you thought she was looking at her. She's still missing a tooth and her lip is fucked up. Nah, come here. I'm going to give you the fade. Yo, Tinka is hilarious.
Crooked eye, like, why you want to fight her? She probably wasn't even looking at you. She probably was looking at some other shit. It just wanders. Like, it goes different ways. Like, come on. Diamond done been through enough. The lip is, she's still missing a tooth, girl. Like, okay.
And when I say Tink gave Pissy P the work that she was looking for, she backed her up into this sprinter so quickly and with such force. I said, oh, wow. And Tink made me proud because Tink was actually swinging. Because Tink, what she likes to do, she likes to wrestle you. But baby, she was actually throwing punches and backing her up. I said, all right, Tink. So they go a second round. And it was a whole lot of stalling until Tink took that wig off, circled one more time, and DTB from out of nowhere clocked Pretty P. And DTB goes in the confessionals and says, at the end of the day, she wanted smoke with me, and now she got it. And one thing about Diamond, when she gets started, y'all know she does not stop. And normally, I would be mad at her sneaking her, but at the end of the day, Pretty P snuck Lex on the bus. So that's instant karma. Hey, we're now in round 3. I don't know why she's still trying to keep going. Once again, RTP gets beat up and then kicked for good measure. Just stop. Ivori then calls out Summer for their fade, and yeah, Ivori made Summer go night-night, put her on the grass and everything. She needs to stop. She needs to stop. But my girl Anna had me screaming when she said,
all I hear is, y'all know what I'm about this, seven about that, and I'm from this, and you're Detroit. Detroit did like Summer, shut the fuck up. This bitch is on the side of the fucking field just talking, and Ivori just knocked this bitch out. One good hit, she put that bitch out.
Shout outs to Anna Mac. But then, out of nowhere, this quagmire looking girl, Emma, decides that she wants to press Scotty because she feels like Scotty is boring and she's there to take her spot. How is you cool? Is you really cool? Because who are you? And like Scotty, like, first of all, everybody's face right here was my exact reaction because what are you on? So Scotty, at first, she's like, girl, I'm not going to sit here and fight you because you're going to look stupid. But Summer keeps calling her out. Sorry, not Summer. Emma keeps calling her out. And she's like, you know what? All right. I don't even like fighting, but you're not going to try to play with me. And they had a little 1-2, 1-2. It wasn't really nothing much. Security was definitely getting in there to protect Scotty, even though Emma really wasn't doing nothing to her anyway. But they go 2 rounds, and both rounds, nothing of note really happened, to be honest with you. Emma did lose the wig. Scotty pulled that wig, and she definitely ripped it in half. Scotty, you ate with that. But other than that, it was really nothing. Emma's just looking like a loser, like she is. And here is my most disappointing moment of the whole episode. because after liking Big Lex last week, this week she's now off my list because how are you gonna sit here and try to call out Jayla saying that you felt like she was being a bully to Biggie and Gretch last season and they're too little for her, she don't fight nobody her size? Like, what? Right now, it's giving false narrative. Because Biggie, let's not forget, started with Jayla, and Jayla made her stand on it. Biggie said that she was going to slap it out of Jayla, and Jayla made her stand on her. So let's really talk about it. And then Gretch, she over here saying the N-word when she's white. She's white. She's a white Puerto Rican. White. And after they explain to her why she can't say that, she sits here and says, I don't give a... So, yeah, now I'm going to pop you. And each time she got popped, it was warranted because she kept saying the word. And it's really disappointed me because I really liked her. But now that you want to sit here and say, oh, they were too little, and then you're black. So, well, let's make sure that you're black. Even though I want to say that you are, but you're black and you're sitting here trying to defend the white girl saying the word just because you feel like she's littler than Jayla. Girl, don't piss me off. And even Jayla had to clock T when she said,
just letting you know that you don't fight nobody your size. Rolly was bigger than me. Hey, bitch, what?
Rolly had me fried, not gonna lie. The hey had me dying. But yeah, she fought Rolly, who was bigger than her. Callie was bigger than her. Biggie, despite what you want to say, is bigger than her. Her name is literally Biggie. Like, you're sitting here and you're throwing a false narrative out. It's given, like I said, camera time, and you want a storyline. So, yeah, off of her now. So the girls all go inside for a house meeting, you know, the infamous house meetings, where we do the OGs first. They're recapping everything that went down, and the conversation turns to Biggie not standing up for herself when she was called out by Summer. Now, Summer called her out for trying to smell her wig at the auditions, but I'm going to put this clip in right here.
Give her ticket. No, you good.
Niggas smell that shit. Niggas smell that shit, gang. Smell it. You ain't real. Smell it.
Stop, Biggie.
That is not Summer's wig that she's smelling. That's a whole nother auditioner. So what really is it? Like, once again, they're picking with Biggie for a storyline, and it doesn't make sense. But what I do have to agree with them on is the fact that when they're saying, regardless if you don't want to fight, and you're saying you don't want to fight this season, if somebody is calling you out, they're not saying you have to fight them, but you have to at least address it and stand on your two. And then they throw in the fact that Anna's always ready to stand up for you, but you don't stand up for yourself and you don't stand up for her. So Biggie, I guess she feels OD ganged up on, so she just decides to say that at the end of the day, if y'all want to send me home, y'all can send me home because I don't have to fight for anybody. And at this point, Anna walks away from her because Anna is really disappointed in her. And she's like, she realizes that she really gonna have to be on her own this season, and she don't understand why Biggie's moving the way that she moving. And my take on that is, I see both sides. I see where Biggie is like, if I don't have to fight, I don't want to fight, which you don't. But at the end of the day, like Rolly ends up saying, if you're gonna be like that, then you can't have an opinion on things, you can't comment on things or insert yourself in things, because then when people want to, fight you, you can't sit here and say, oh, but I don't want to fight, because then you have a mouth that says that you want to fight. So I see both sides.
Be damned if I hide behind anybody all motherfucking season.
I didn't hide behind nobody. Did I hide behind any of them?
You hide behind Tasiki and Anna.
Do I hide behind you? Do I hide behind you? Let me know. No.
Not gonna lie, Rolly, not gonna yie. You gagged alive with that one, because Biggie, you do hide behind Tasiki and Anna. Like, let's keep it a buck. I don't know what happened to Baddies East Biggie, but we need to bring that Biggie back. I don't know what this Biggie is. The new girls finally come into the house meeting, and Natalie's trying to see what happened. She's not trying to resolve anything. She makes that clear. But she wants to know what happened that led to all the altercations. And really, they didn't get to the bottom of anything, really. First of all, I don't know who did Ivory's makeup right here, but we have got to finish the job. It is not even blended in. It looked like they just put a quick beat on and said, go ahead. But we got to blend that in next time. I just wanted to throw this in here real quick because, yeah, she might have a little funny moment, 1-2, 1-2. But I'm sorry, I really just cannot get into Summer. Like, first, she annoys me, she talks too much, and she just looks dirty. Like, I just can't get over that. But she did eat that one little line where she said they done gave the wrong bitch money. Because, yes, they did. They definitely gave the wrong person money.
Good? You sure you're not on any drugs? Because right now you're doing the fucking most. We couldn't get past anything. She wanted to start beef with everybody. Like, she just overly popping it, but that's what you get when motherfuckers really come from nothing.
Dolly, I don't like you, but you spilled. So then we transition over into Scotty addressing Emma about the whole, situation with her trying to call her out. And Emma lets it be known that she just feels like she's boring and she just wanted to call her out on it because she feel like she's going to take her spot. And Scotty gagged her when she said,
Sometimes, but it don't be enough.
I'm here, you're here, we're all here because of me. Like, you have to understand that. I've been here for 5 seasons. Five seasons. I do my big one whenever I need to, but for you to try to check me, that's weird. Over me being boring? Bitch.
Yeah.
Why do they check her? They call her boring too.
I don't think Tasiki boring.
Okay. Next.
I personally, it's how I felt.
You don't
it's
know
how
me, so how is it personal? And how is it personally me?
Based
Shut
off
up.
of what I'm seeing on TV. You're boring. You're boring.
Emma, you're giving fan. It's giving, I watched the show for 5 seasons. You even follow me. It says follow back right now. So I can screenshot that and we could put that down there, up there, whichever corner y'all want to do it. It's giving fan.
Miss Scotland, you ate with that. You ate with that. Because yeah, they called Tasiki boring too, so why you didn't try to take her spot or go after her? And then she quickly said, oh well, I don't think Tasiki boring. Of course you don't, because you don't want that work. Like, picking and choosing for what? Say it with me, class. Camera time. So this all ends with Natalie telling the girls that they're about to go out, but there are 3 OGs that are going to stay in this house, and that's Tinka, makes sense, DTB, makes sense, and Biggie. And once again, this is another situation where Biggie, you keep allowing them to clown you, because why would you be in this house when you're more of an OG than Anna and Seki, because you have been here since Baddies West, but because you don't stand up for yourself, they feel like they can do this to you. So I don't feel bad. Next week, we see that the girls, they're going out to the club for their first their first booking together. They have the Baddies Midwest Sprinter back. The girls look to have a good time on the bus. We also see that Tinka and Summer go at it. And when I tell you, Tinka about slapped all of the bullshit out of Summer's mouth and snatched her up and got that wig, like treated her like a whole parent. And then we see Scotty and Emma going at it once again. And god damn, she about to put Scotty right out the frame. But I don't think they gonna let Scotty get touched like that anyway. So we also see Biggie talking about the loss of her boyfriend. She gets an emotional moment. Jayla and Lex go at it next week, which leads to Ivori and Lex going at it again. And this one looks like Ivori might have actually taken a loss to this one, but we're gonna see. But that's all we're gonna have time for today. Thank you guys so much for once again tuning in. Like I said, I'm under the weather. Hopefully next video I'll be much better back in front of the camera. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
One kiss got me feeling like the rain is coming down. Touch on the